Alright, let me get that mouse out of the way as best I can until it disappears. Uh-oh. Wait. Nope. Back out. Back out. There we go. Okay. I was getting a little ahead of myself there for a second. Anyways. Been a little bit since I've done some Armored Core. And I mildly regret that, in so much as I've definitely... Hold on. I gotta move my mic stand, actually. It's a little in the way. I need full access to my screen so that I can see what's going on. Anyways, I mildly regret that. I've certainly been enjoying what I've been playing. However, Armored Core is unforgiving when you fall out of practice. And I've left off at what I think, given the way other missions have gone, might very well lead to a boss fight. It's got a big reward. It's one mission at the I assume end of this chapter. And it's actually telling me that mid-route I'm going to rendezvous with friendly crafts, which usually to me says this is gonna hurt and I don't know where I'm gonna go with this. But I'm gonna load it up. And while this is loading, I'm going to get my chat under control so that I can actually read things as they pop in.
If this mission succeeds, the corporations will deal the PCA a major blow. Ignore V2's snotty attitude. Just focus on your own work.
Oh, they're telling me I'm going to be partnering with someone that I'm probably not going to like. Love seeing that. Anyways, on to things that I actually love seeing. Welcome to the stream, Richard. How are things going for you? Hopefully things are going good. Also, it seems like, let me be honest, I don't know anything about YouTube Shorts. You recently put out a YouTube short saying that they actually have green screen now. Is that actually a thing, or did you edit that out that way and I'm just an idiot?
Commence mission. Destroy all the berth's warships.
Both answers are viable. Uh-oh.
Code 1-5. Intruder detected. Sharing all base personnel.
Woo! They are throwing a lot of stuff at me.
I'm on standby near Harlov, buddy. Patch me in. I'll gauge the situation on your end before I jump in.
Target for termination. Approaching warship.
Estimated threat range 3 to 4. Contain the target.
There we go.
Hey, buddy. I've taken out the relay mast.
Yeah, it's there on the record function in the YouTube app. Okay, so you get to use images that you have saved, and it sounds like it's only for things that you record live in the moment, so it would be kind of rough for someone like me to have a green screen behind me that I could do. I actually think I have one. Not a full proper pull down screen, but a green screen that I could put up. But it wouldn't do me any good because I would have to edit it to be of any use.
External comms for now.
The old school method.
Moving.
Code 5. Target confirmed. Moving to intercept.
External comms are out. What's going on?
Two warships left.
There we go.
Looks like you're doing just fine, buddy.
I really gotta let this build up, and I gotta get myself back that way.
Don't
It's a little bit
expect
of a
the comms
distance
blackout
to travel
hold for
there.
long.
This is going way too smoothly. There is no way this mission is worth what it is, and it's
Code
not
5.
about to hurt me.
Intruder detected. Threat level 4. Handle it.
Bob and weave through their own toys.
Open fire. Keep the target away.
think that was enough.
Looks like you got them.
Yes,
all,
it was.
61.
Alright, I don't trust what they're going to do, so I'm going to take a little bit of cover.
PCA's external comms
Never
are back
mind, can't
online.
take cover. They've got enemies over here.
Got warships heading your way. Hold out till I reach you. There's the catch. Resupply while you can, 61.
There we go. Alright, resupply. Where's the resupply? Whew, it's a little bit of a distance, but alright, not the end of the world. We've been fairly successful so far, which again has me worried, actually. There is no way I should be doing this well. Alright, let's skip that. It actually has the image appear in the background on its own. You don't need to use an actual green screen for it. Yeah, again, that's kind of what I was assuming there. What I mean is if I had a pre-recorded video that I could edit out any mistakes, or let's say I have a skit in mind and it's a minute and 5 seconds, and so I have to cut out a little bit of dead air or maybe force a faster transition at one point. I can't use that pre-recorded footage with a green screen behind me and then make use of that base and the tool that they give you, because it sounds like it's meant to be used as you record in the moment.
Code 5. Target for termination approaching. Handle it. Main squad will be here soon.
Oh boy, they are coming at me from every which way. Alright, he did go down. Oh, they're up there now. Now I can make it. Nope, can't make it that way though. I need to find a jump pad. Oh, I think I found something. Feather it, feather it. Ah, wasn't enough. Alright, need to get all of my boost back. Come on. Woo! That was dangerous. I had to back out. There we go. Nope. Your lasers are pointless. Let me get up there. Feather it. Feather it. Feather it. This is dangerous. Dangerous and dumb. Oh, there we go. Alright, I think I'm mostly safe here for me to finish the climb. Alright, you're done. Yeah, you're using my trick. Using the field against me. There we go.
Company 621, in front of the base.
Uh-oh. Keep it moving.
Heavy warships incoming.
Don't like that.
This is the Planetary Closure Administration. Disengage your weapons and surrender, now. Resistance will be met with immediate termination.
Alright. Stupid, but it worked. Where's the other one at? It isn't stupid if it works. Uh-oh. I say that, but I'm feeling really stupid right about now. God, but that looks so freaking cool.
Code 1-5. Target for termination sighted. Time to pay the piper.
Oh, I like those back weapons that dude's got, though. Is this my ally? Did he finally show up? Is he late?
Looks like we've got high-ranking PCA officers.
Rusty? Hold up, I like Rusty. Rusty sounds like a name I'm familiar with.
I've got your back, buddy. Hope you've got mine.
Hell yeah! Alright, I've got to keep Rusty alive. No, nothing else is
Send me
optional.
what you've got on the target.
Relaying system response. Corporate agency D4 Rusty. Independent mercenary Raven.
Oh, that was terrible.
Mercenary is being tracked for discrepancy.
Raise that, fellows. This means the Corp can't afford to choose.
Oh, he got me with one of those. Oh, that's hurting. That's hurting. Drop low, and try to put on some hurt. I can do the same.
Almost there. Finish them off, 61. These are elite PCA enforcers, buddy.
Sending report.
Elite, sure. Took one out, though.
Code 7-8. Threat level.
Code 788 received. System processing.
Oh, that was terrible.
Nice work, buddy. Glad you're on my side.
Code 3-1A. Systems green.
Right shoulder ammunition at 30%. Right hand.
Nope, he's staggered. Get him. Put him in the ground, Rusty. Oh, I have no ammo left. That's what's going on. I wasn't paying attention to that. Now I can still work with this. I've got my rockets. Just pepper him and let Rusty get some of the dirty job done here. There we go. Took a couple of shots there.
Code 7-8.
No repair kits remaining.
Oh man, okay, hold on. Where's Rusty at? Rusty, where you be? Hold on, we need no, we need our robot high five. Where are you?
Code 7-8E acknowledged. Threats of planetary closure identified.
High five. There we go.
Authorized.
Wait,
I'm picking up something.
wait. No.
I've sent you a marker. There's something there.
I feel like I should be incredibly worried. I have, what, 30-something rockets left? Maybe 40?
It's underground.
Okay, but how do I... Oh! Oh my god! Okay, it's an Alaskan bullworm. Rusty? Rusty?
PCA weapon?
This coral response.
Rusty, stay safe, man.
It's an autonomous.
We just had our robot high five. You can't be going down.
Can't get a read on it. This is bad. Just focus on staying alive, 61.
Right
Yeah, we're not trying to get a read on it. We're trying to just not die. Y'all don't fuck with an Alaskan bullworm. That's SpongeBob 101 right there. That thing looks nasty.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of something wrong.
It's changing its behavioral pattern, answering to a greater imperative.
What terrifies you more than an Alaskan bullworm? The thing that can tell an Alaskan bullworm what the fuck to do.
To protect the convergence.
So, kind of a boss fight. We had a 2-on-2 battle, and that was really cool, actually.
621, rest up at base. I'll come up with a plan to deal with our new friend.
Panicking from the long-ranged fire, leading into the 2-on-2 boss fight. That was actually a lot of fun. That was one of the more fun missions that I can remember, actually. That and fleeing the explosion.
Here's the situation.
As simple as that one was, that other one was really visually
After
fun
the
to go
PCA
through.
sicked that Institute weapon on us, Arquebus and Balaam have moved to cooperate. IA-02, aka Iceworm. It's a sea weapon, an autonomous deterrent created to protect the coral.
Yes, it is a sea weapon. Also the SEA. Again, see SpongeBob, for example.
We'll have a tough fight ahead of us, and everyone's getting involved.
This thing showed up and everyone's like, yo, hold the fuck up. War on pause.
Job to do on Rubicon. I didn't bring you all the way here for nothing.
God, that was cool. And ending on the Just Don't Die mission. Part of the mission. When your mission objective is just survive, you know shit's about to get really good. Alright, we got 3 new messages and then I'm going to read the chat, Richard.
Tourist? Iceworm, huh? You just keep tripping up over the Institute's relics, don't you? Well, I got something that might interest you. Sent you a briefing.
I'm gonna have to take a look at that, Cinder. You know I'm biased.
This is V8, Pater. Your performance in the spaceport raid was admirable. V2 and V4 left a message for you. But the arrival of that monster is a more pressing matter.
But I gotta hear from
Arquebus and
V4.
Balaam have agreed to a ceasefire and are looking to cooperate. For the moment. It'll take time to formalize our agreement. For now, I've sent you another request.
Alright, one more here.
Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated. B-rank virtual encounters are now available in the arena.
Alright, down
You
for
have
that.
entered the upper ranks. May these encounters further guide your technique.
I wonder if we also have new things in the shop yet, because always like seeing new gear. Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of something wrong. In the game or with me, I feel that applies to both. Well, Richard, I feel like that applies to more than just the game and you. Have you seen U.S. politics? Have you seen world politics? Have you seen social order? I can go on. There's a lot of something wrong in a lot of areas, with a lot of things, and a lot of people. So, the question there is, if there's so much wrong with everything, can we at least come to a somewhat of an agreement and say, hey, at least we're in similar company? Or do we have to keep being at each other's throats? Because I don't like that part. Anyways, I'm going to take a look at the arena. Alright, alright. Oh, that is V8. Isn't that the guy we were just talking to? No, that's V3. Not... Okay. Hold up. No, wait. Wait, hold. And Rusty, my boy! Alright, we're getting into some... I gotta say, I love that Carla's mech is giving me some strong Char Aznable vibes. I mean, abso-freaking-lutely. But also, I've gotta go in and deal with Rusty. No? I've gotta go in order. Alright, fair enough. God, Rusty. Rusty's gonna be a fun fight. Alright. V3, O'Keefe, Baron Flower. Third squad leader of the Vespers, the Arquebus's, We know that. O'Keefe is originally a member of an older generation of augmented humans, and during the Island 4 disturbance, he worked as an agent carrying out espionage activities. He was later headhunted by Archivist's information department and agreed to sign up on the condition that they provided him with Generation 9 augmentation surgery to counteract the coral burn-in on his brain. Damn! He looks like he's rocking a mostly stable, standard, recognizable build, but I think he's rocking quad legs, so he'll get a little bit of hovering going on.
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program, number 12, entering rank B.
Pretty standard arena, too. He's not taking us any place in particular.
Subject AC, Baron Flower. Call sign, V3 O'Keefe. Commencing evaluation.
Alright, gotta fight James O'Keefe.
Main system activating combat mode.
Alright. Really just get that lock on going. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Oh, that was sloppy. Get rid of that shield. No, I can get him here. Damn it. That looked clean until he got over me. Oh, he's gonna stagger here soon, though. There we go, and he's down.
Target destroyed.
On the one hand, I'm gonna say that seemed a
Well done.
little too easy, but on the other hand, it was the first of this rank B fight, and maybe that's the thing they're going for, is to make sure I'm eased back into the arena combat when I tackle them all back to back. If that's the case, the next one's going to be a little bit more beating down, and it damn well better it's Cinder herself, the ringleader of RAD and its chief engineer, responsible for the basic specifications of all the organization's products. A specialist in data processing and machine design, lady after my own heart by the sounds of it, and a fount of knowledge with an imaginative genius. Cinder, Carla, has produced a long line of eccentric and fanciful weaponry, quite unlike those found in the corporate catalog. Her stated design philosophy: what use is a killing machine that isn't gonna get a good laugh? God damn. I love this woman. Not very often that you can get a female pilot character in such a mech game that ticks so many
Arena
awesome
Combat
boxes
Aptitude
for me.
Evaluation Program, number 11, rank. What is
Oh,
this?
that's a stocky, beefy boy. You know I like my stocky robots.
Breaking strangers, don't you think? Well, whatever. I'm busy, but you can have this old data.
Main system.
And she
activating
calls that
combat mode.
old data. Which means she's got more piled up. Alright, I specifically want to get in close. And then back off. Keep it at about mid-range. It can't be that I'm getting good at this game. That's not the reality, right?
Nice. Don't know about the sim.
It appears the data contained an unauthorized message. We apologize. Terminating evaluation.
I'm sorry, Allmind. The hell you doing? No, wait, there was more to that. Again, that shouldn't have been that easy. Just noticed you're at 330 subs now. Thank you very much, Richard. Yeah, we hit that, what was it, like a couple of streams ago, and I was super hyped when I saw it. And you know, every time a couple new subscribers drop in, it makes me stop and think. There are milestones, and when those milestones are hit, I need to figure out something to do. And I know we've talked about it before about the donation thing. I do really like that idea, but I also want to put a little bit of a spectacle on. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to balance that. Also, completely separate, I think I have, if they make me go down an avenue choice, it is purely down between Cinder and Rusty, and I don't think I can deviate from Cinder at this point. At least not on a first run through. She's came in and she's taken over the game. Alright, what do we have here? Cold Call, AC, Dead Sled. God, that reminds me of a D&D campaign. We had a character that was, what is the race? I can't think of it. The living suit of armor race. Can't think of what it's called right now. But their entire thing was anytime they were descending, they really just loved the high speed they could get. Just basically laying down and just sliding down hills, mountain slides, anything. Literally ended up becoming just people at the table would just call them Sled as they would do it. And it was just a weird gimmick that they did, but you know what? It was fun flavor to the character, and a fun little quirk to build off of. An independent mercenary who bargained his way into an effortless entry to Rubicon. Having anticipated the extraplanetary corporation's forays well before they made their move. A specialist in corporate wet work, Cold Call removes undesirable elements on the battlefield of those who do not wish to be seen getting their hands dirty. So Cold Call is a lot better at that stealth avenue than I am. I don't stealth. I go in and I say, yo fucker, I'm here. Quick to identify a fellow assassin, he claims that you can smell a real killer right through their AC. That's kind of creepy though. Alright, let's see if my build is good enough to take out this assassin. Starting to get a little overconfident, and so I'm expecting the game to slap me down real fast soon. I can't be coming off of this this kind of rust building and be doing this well and not expect the pain to come anytime soon.
Call sign, Cold Call. Commencing evaluation.
That is a wild emblem he had too.
Main system activating combat mode.
Alright, interesting map choice. Woo! Oh man, I really need you to break here soon, buddy. Woo! Yeah, this guy is no joke.
At 30%.
Woo! Oh man. Yeah. Kind of knew it had to up that difficulty at some point. I didn't do terrible, but his mobility really kept my rockets from doing their work. So, I'm going to try a little change up in the approach. try the different lock-on method here. Oh, oh. Nope. Yeah, that is not working as well as I wish it was.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Yeah, that really didn't work. All right. So I've just gotta work on reading his mobility and see if I can't close it in. The change up worked less than the original, so go back to plan A and modify as I go. He really seems to like being higher than me, so it's almost like he likes doing exactly what I like doing. Oh man, yeah, he really likes being higher than me.
50%. AP at 30%.
Man. And then he's, yeah, I'm backing out and changing my mech. This is just not working against him. Also, I'm about to have to go and silence my monitor behind me. I can hear her scratching around all kinds of terribly back there. Alright, the Gatling is not doing the job well. Let's try, if it wants to be constantly above me, let me see if I can just try getting really, really close. The rockets also just aren't doing the job that well. But if I'm going to swap to something, it needs to be something, you know what? These things attack from up above. Let's try that out. We're going to give that the change up, see what that does. I think these rockets, as I recall, they fire up and then drop down on them, which means the attack will be coming from above, if nothing else. And I'm so used to doing what I normally do, and I've got to remember, no, this build I have to be much closer. Oh, man.
AP at 50%.
No. Oh, man, that is rough. That was so scuffed between my brain constantly wanting to go back to what I normally do and trying to remember. Nope, get close, get in there. Oh, man. My brain did not like the change up I had to do there, but it got done. Alright, and I think the next fight is going to be my boy Rusty. So, I've got to return to the classic, and the easiest way for me to do that is to just pop back into my AC data, load that up. There we go. Now Rusty is going up against the me that he knows so well. 4th Squad Leader of the Vespers, discovered through the recruitment program operated by Schneider, an Archivist affiliate. Rusty so quickly distinguished himself that he was selected to join the upper echelons of Vespers in less than half a year. Nice. Rusty received augmentation surgery prior to joining the Vespers, and though the precise details are unclear, he has declared himself to be of the 8th generation. Wait. Oh, he's the 4th squad leader. I was wondering, where did I read 4th earlier? So, it's unknown necessarily how he manages to be an 8th generation augmented. Probably because the timeline doesn't necessarily make perfect sense. Alright, Rusty. We gotta go down. Wait, no, wait, no, we gotta throw down.
Program number 9, rank B.
I mean, it's on the table.
Subject AC, Steel Haze. Call sign V4 Rusty. Commencing evaluation.
Main system.
I think it was that he's got that sort of Optimus Prime head on his mech too. Oh, this is that field that had all of the fog. Whoa. Yo, was that a mace? Is that what that was? That was cool, however that was functioning.
AP at 50%.
No, Rusty, I got you. I got your number here. There we go. That was high speed, and that was a lot of fun.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation.
Man, we look rough. Alright, Rusty down. Fair enough. Got a lot of those built up now, those core points. And let me just look at something here. Give me a second, guys. Let me just let me find out where I can No, I don't feel. Let's go here. Yeah, okay. Do I not have? No, here we go. Okay. And Rusty. There we go. Gotta pay the respect. Alright, they're on the side there. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that looks about right. And save that update. Leader of the Junker Coyotes, a major. Okay, got it. Brute was originally hired by RAD. His smooth-talking, affable nature quickly caught the attention of Carla, who found him quite unlike the average doser. When it was discovered that the man was a psychopath and a pathological liar, he fled, taking a considerable amount of RAD's funds and technology with him. A loss that was too great for Carla to tolerate. Honest Brute Milktooth. Alright, let's go in here and take a look. And that reminds me, I've gone through a couple of No, I've only done one
Complete
real
a
mission.
combat aptitude
But I
evaluation
didn't do
program.
any scanning,
Number
and
8,
that would be a
rank
great
B.
location
Final
for
evaluation.
there to be some hidden items.
Subject AC, Milktooth. Call sign, Honest
I'm
Brute.
intrigued by those arm designs. Very power loader-like.
Commencing evaluation.
Obviously, that's kind of exactly what that is built to look like,
Main system.
design-wise.
Activating combat mode.
But something about it, I don't hate it. Oh, a flamethrower, that's cool. It's kind of having a little bit of trouble keeping me in it. Doesn't change the fact that it's a cool design. Alright, yeah, and then he got me with his own there. Alright, gotta get over him to get out of that fire. And to think he was giving my girl so much trouble.
Target destroyed. This concludes B rank
ACS
evaluation.
anomaly.
Well done.
Oh, that's my aiming system, I think. So something he did kind of fractured it a little bit there. Got it. Not that it mattered, because I ended it with a sword strike anyways. He did have a really cool emblem, though. Gotta give it to him. Hey, Dem. Welcome to the stream. How are things going? Were you able to figure something out for a place to be at the time being? Oof. Oh, Richard, I experienced this with my cell provider as well. Oh, hold on.
Witness your evolution as a mercenary. All Might exists for all mercenaries.
Okay, I'm really starting to question what's going on with the All Mind system. Anyways, as I was asking, Dem, I know you had a couple of issues here, and we spoke briefly in Twitter for instant messaging, and you mentioned something about possibly a job opportunity, but one that you were either had or were considering turning down based on what it was about and your skill set. But then also there was something on the table as a possible flat rental. Not great, but you know, something's better than nothing, and based on how you play the game, you might even be able to keep something like that around long enough to find something better. Unknown. That's why I was asking. One issue with Verizon Internet is I usually have the quality going down to 144p on its own when it sets to automatic. Watching you fight in this game on that quality is the worst. I'm not remotely surprised. The video game is kind of designed around a certain degree of fidelity. I know I have to stream at 720 because of my internet limitations. However, I do think, and I've played the game at 720 briefly to kind of see what it's like playing it at that state. I can also go back and look at my videos, but that also plays off of YouTube's compression. Genuinely, if you had to play this game at 720p, it's actually pretty applicable and not god-awful. Obviously, higher does do the game better justice. No, I'm at my mom's right now. Came here on Friday. Honestly, not the worst case scenario, not the end of the world, at least my understanding and takeaway from it. Certainly a hell of a lot better than being out on the street. Went to see a few places, but there's a problem with either being a student or the cost or what I was getting. Or they'd be gone by the time I called. Yeah, that is unfortunately the position a lot of people are in right now. The housing positions at present are freaking god. They're awful. Trying to find a place right now is not friendly to anyone. And it's for many of the reasons you just mentioned. If it's decent, it's already gone. If you're willing to make certain concessions, there's always some catch that's really going to bite you in the ass, and you've got to decide. The people who are capable of holding back and waiting right now, I think largely are, and that seems to be the world over. I've talked with a couple of people who are in other areas that unless they have the crazy high fund option to basically say, yeah, I'll eat the cost, you're kind of up shit creek without a paddle, it seems, and that's just, God, you hate to see it. Oh, hold on. My dog just came by and she's demanding a little bit of head pat attention. What, were you getting into something upstairs? Is that what's going on? I heard some knocking around. Was that you? I'm sorry, guys. Dog came by, said, please pet. You know I have my weaknesses. Yes, good girl. Alright. I think she's trying to come up on the sofa here. Yeah, there she is. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I'll be done in just a moment. Alright. She let my hand wander away, so I think that's the best I'm gonna get. Eliminate Honest Brute. Now, I believe this is the one Cinder had for me. No reward. Interesting. That's a little worrisome. And then defend the old spaceport. A lot of cash. But if this is a choice scenario, and I don't remember if they told me if it was or wasn't, I'm not going to leave my girl hanging on this one. I'm going after Brute.
I'll cut to the chase.
Hey, Rigid, welcome to the stream. I will read that in just a moment.
That relic you had a run-in with. The corpse might stand a chance if it were just the PCA they were teaming up against. But that monster is a whole other story. You can't just throw bodies at it. The thing that makes it such a pain in the ass is its perpetual reactive shield. Coral Tech takes advantage of the coral's directivity.
I love that Cinder is just so educated on this shit too.
Extraordinary. I can make you something that'll punch a hole in that shield. But I'll need your help.
Go on, please.
You'll be heading to Grid 012, one of the first sectors they built. And it's barely holding up. That's where a little rat who betrayed RAD is hiding out.
Looks like a junker's paradise.
Goes by the name of Honest Brute. His AC Milktooth was built by us, so its only flaw is that it's piloted by him.
Its only flaw is that it's got a shit pilot. God, I love this girl.
He also took a secret project of mine. That secret project is what we'll need to bust open the Iceworm shield.
Also, I can't wait to get that flamethrower. It didn't do great for him, but I'll be honest, I like the idea, and you know I like my fire. Alright, coming back up here and making sure I read everything. Reminds me, if one of the Dragon Ball Z GBA games, if you keep talking to a dog, it says, will you rub my tummy, please? I don't know which one that is. I know I have a lot of them. I think the ones I remember were the Legacy of Goku games. There was like 1, 2, and 3. I think 3 was technically Boo's Fury. Those ones were RPG. God, Boo's Fury was such a good fucking game too. I haven't thought about those in a long time. Legacy of Goku 1 and 2 were what they were and were actually pretty solid and enjoyable, 2 being better than 1, but man, even 1, the only like part it had where some of the boss fights were kind of jank, and I think it was Frieza's spaceship was a pain in the ass to go through. Other than that, I think Legacy of Goku 1 was actually pretty solid, but Boo's Fury was such a fucking good game. I just woke up from a dream that ended with a rat biting my balls. Ugh! As someone who has been bitten by rats, the problem with that is I can envision the concept of that pain. Probably for the best that I stay awake after that one. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get a little fucked up. And it can't just be me, right? When you have a bad dream and you wake up and you try to go back to bed, that it inevitably seems like that bad dream comes back and it ends up worse every freaking time. Yeah, thankfully it was only a dream. At Rigid Rat, your name is calling out to you. Man, I don't think you'd be real rigid after that. It was either Boo's Fury or Legacy of Goku 2. Yeah, those were 2 of the ones that I recall being actually really good games, too. My brother turned just my internet off last night for literally no reason. I connected to a BT hotspot. Connections sometimes drop, but it's fine. Then today, he lost a game. Comes and turns off my PC. Dem, that would be starting fights in my house. Man, that would be... hands would be thrown very quickly. What I can say is, if you are not doing that, you're a better man than I, and I respect it. All the same, I don't know how you would... how you handle that appropriately, because that is some very, very petty levels of spite. Cheat for invincibility in Legacy of Goku 1. Up, down, left, right, BA. I still have that memorized from when I was a kid. I also recall there was a glitch you can abuse where I think there is a frame animation while you're flying that if you're hit with an energy attack, either going in, coming out, or something to that nature, you can actually run around with your flight energy field around you, and you end up with almost perfect invincibility frames, so you can just walk up to even the stupidest of boss and just tear into them. It's a very fun glitch to abuse, and I think that only existed in Legacy of Goku 1. My mate messaged me saying I was in his dream and I put metal nails in his drink. Well, on the plus side, like, if they're standard nails, you're gonna realize that's in your drink. And also, hear me out, dumb thought, really dumb thought, but listen, I'm going somewhere. You can get metal cubes that you can put in your freezer and pull out, and it's made to keep your drinks cold without watering them down. Commonly done with whiskey, I think. I think they're even called whiskey cubes. If you get large nails that are like pure iron, you're not going to have anything, funky getting in your drink that your body's at least not going to be able to pass through easily. So, hear me out. Large nails in the freezer, pop them in your drink, cold drink, no watering down, on the cheap, don't have to pay for fancy whiskey cubes. Just came to my mind because your dream said you tried to kill your mate. Obviously I don't think, like I said, your standard nails you'd realize is in your drink. It would be you'd kind of have to already be totally shit-faced to have that be problematic. I just replied, dude, you don't remember last night? That's a dirty game. A dirty game that is respectable, though. Dem, if I did that to my brother, I'd be in the hospital in a full body cast. I'm somewhat joking, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, I would be throwing hands. I dropped the screw in the tuna. I don't know the context to that, and that actually worries me. The only DBZ GBA game I had was Dragon Ball. I had Taiketsu. So many people say it's a bad one. It's not great, but it functioned. It wasn't great. I agree with that like wholeheartedly. But I have played so many worse fighting games that people never bring up when talking about bad fighting games. I'm of the opinion that Taiketsu gets unjustified hate. It's worthy of some degree of, you know, not remembering fondly, absolutely. But I didn't hate it. I had that one as well. I also had the rule book that they released with it. And even in their, God, who was the company that was making them all at the time? I might even still have it, but I'd have to go look through a bunch of books, and I don't think, unlike some other things I would go look for where I have a good idea of where they are, I don't have that for that one. What I do remember is their claim of what combos were like 50-50. Sometimes they just weren't even correct. And I wonder if, when the game was made, they had an idea of what they wanted something to be, and they sent that information out to this publishing group that was making the manual, or not the manual, the third party, like $15 extra book that you could buy. And then it just didn't get programmed in, or what the issue was, but that was not a very good, helpful book to get. He hit me after turning off my PC. Put him on the floor, and now I have blood on my sleeve. I'm completely fine, just had to protect myself. Told him if he touches my stuff again, it will be worse. Dem, on the legal side of things, I don't necessarily condone the violence. I understand it. And I don't think I would be any better of a person on that note. I don't know where to go with this as a standard person on the internet. What I can say is, on a personal note, from me, the individual, the real human, if I was in that situation, I will say the way you handled it is probably a better outcome than I would have had, and I respect it. How many people? I have never been in a room with so many other people that had Taiketsu. Rigid had it, Richard had it, I had it. Holy damn. I had that one, didn't hate it myself, but of all the DBZ games I've owned, it was the worst. I have owned some very bad DBZ games. There was one on the GameCube that was like an adventure combat game. Honestly, much of it wasn't bad. Like the adventure thing, the idea, I think it was called Sagas. The idea of it was really, really good. It was just so poorly executed. Ash, is that you? You went through a name change. It's been so long, where have you been? It is Ash, remember me? Ash, yes, do strongly remember. I also remember you had, the different name. Was it something Turtwig? Yeah, it's you. Welcome back, Ash. How are things going? I've also noticed that, a while back you were doing a lot of YouTube short content, music, you know, quick little overlays, messages of the day sort of thing. And at some point those stopped. Hopefully things are going well for you. Hopefully things are going well. I was going back. I gotta go back and chat a little bit. I jumped ahead because I saw Ash pop in. Didn't hate it myself. It was a line from an episode of Kenan and Kel. God, how did I forget? I used to love Kenan and Kel. If it was the first episode, man, that goes back so far. My brain is like mush trying to remember that. Sort of unrelated, but I also had the GBA game based on the 2003 TMNT cartoon. That one I don't know about, but I do know a lot of the TMNT games are really good. Ben in high school, I totally get that, Ash. I totally get that and understand that high school is going to drain you heavy. I owned Sagas. Only issue I had with it was it only went up to beating Cell, plus one glitch where enemies stopped appearing and prevented us from progressing until we reset the game. I remember Sagas like genuinely as I played through it. I didn't hate the game. It wasn't so god awful that I couldn't play it and enjoy playing it. What I do remember about it is just it felt very janky and there was a lot of flaws in it conceptually as it went. JFK LHO came in saying free Palestine, and you know what? I will read that comment, and I respect the right to free speech on the concept. However, it is a topic that I am not regionally well versed enough in to give my own strongly positioned stance on the topic. The only aspect to that situation right now that I have any, I wouldn't say expertise, but knowledge in the field of is what would be in the US's side of that. And to that one, I could get into it. I certainly have political opinions, but on this topic, I think it is smarter for me to just say, bro, you have your freedom of speech, and I will read your comment because you put it in here. But that's about as far as I go with that, because my expertise is not in that field. Yeah, Rigid, I'm not touching that one. It is a hot mess of a topic, and unless someone has real deep knowledge on a lot of the history stuff, it's very easy to find yourself lining up on one side or the other, where you could easily end up being slapped back by someone with deeper history knowledge very quickly. Anyways, I have a guy to go put in the ground, and we're gonna go see to that.
You ready for this, tourist?
My lady sent me on a mission. I've got to go put the work in.
And we all stand to gain.
I have become such a Cinder simp. I feel it in my bones, and I don't know how I come to terms with this.
All right, tourist. I'll tell you where to go.
Welcome,
Is it
tourist.
really just going to be a one-on-one? I don't
Delight to
believe
enjoy the
that.
company of a visitor from so far away.
Brutes. We're here to take back
Woo!
what you stole from us.
Oh, it's really going on. Where is this?
Splendid. Any friend of Carla's is a friend of mine. Here's to new beginnings.
Nope.
By all means,
Nope.
be my
No.
guest.
Stay away. I don't know what to do about these things.
We need to go deep down.
So my plan is to just go down
Make sure
here.
you keep clear of the laser sensors. They're set to activate the enemy machines.
A new friend from afar, just for me. What joy. Be still my beating heart.
There we go.
I'm waiting for you, friend. Fidgeting anxiously before the big dance. I do hope I'll keep up, but
Again, this feels like, ooh.
anticipation is part of the fun.
I don't like that. That's too far.
My toys like they were his.
The enemy's deploying a shield. We need to get behind it.
I hate to see my babies get smashed. smash them up. It'll help me with my R&D.
Alright, how do I get behind it, though? I mean, I'm technically behind
Here's
it.
your way in. Brute can't be far.
We should keep an eye out for traps. They'll be much more dangerous in tight corners.
Oh, there we go. Alright, point is, I am in here. You're a simp for the Sind. Just don't do anything Mordecai would do. The Japanese reached their peak as a civilization when they created the Armored Core series. On that, that is a statement that is hard to argue with, but a part of me wants to say they've done good things with it, so could they be doing more? Point is, it's a hard statement to argue against. Alright, let me run the scan. Well, I mean, I guess I
I've done
could.
my best to welcome you. I do hope you'll enjoy your stay, friend.
There we go.
Jump down there and we've got him cornered. Don't forget, the guy's a rat. This won't be smooth sailing.
It doesn't need to be. I'll top
Is
off.
this place some kind of hangar? The target AC must
Hopefully I don't
nearby.
regret topping off there. Oh, it's a cool weapon.
Ah, my new friend. You're here at last.
Brute!
Oh, Carla. You've introduced me to such wonderful people. Wonderful.
Come on down here.
things.
Shut him up, tourist.
The sweet melody of the generator. How milk kills hearts.
Ah, that was too low.
We built that
There we
AC
go.
and R&D, tourist.
Alright.
Don't underestimate it.
Alright. He really took me through a runaround there at the start. But we fought him once. Wow, he's a lot better here than he was in the arena. Not by a whole lot, but it's noticeable. Alright. Oh man, you know what? I got one of those too. You want to go with that?
How Milktooth weeps. How the rail cannon weeps. Torn from their mother. Oh, they must miss Carla so. I weep too.
He's got a lot more health here. I didn't pay attention to that.
No repair kits remaining.
Slow. Slow. Quick, quick, slow. 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 Quick, quick, slow. Let's trip the light fantastic friend.
Raven, I'm starting to feel confused. What happened if you could show up?
Left shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Oh, I ran right into that. It's got such a huge, obvious showing, too.
Right hand ammunition at
I've got no one but myself to blame for falling for it every time. Nope, just gotta stay out of your field with that. There we go.
My friend, this is a gift. Thank you.
Enemy AC is silent.
Looks like he's dead. Good. All right, tourist. I'll see about retrieving our secret project. We'll need it to go worm hunting.
I'm gonna pause that there for a second. I retract my statement. They achieved that with Zone of the Enders. Again, I'm not sure I totally agree, but God, Zone of Enders was a really good game. And experiencing it on VR, if you haven't gotten the opportunity to do that yet, It is absolutely worth the price of getting your own VR headset just for that thing alone. That was a wild ride. Alright, that was terribly done. Got some parts though. Point is, it's at least done, and I've done my task for Carla.
New message.
This is Chatty Stick, RAD. Thanks for putting down Brute. The Chief's already in the workshop tweaking the rail cannon. And I've never seen her happier to be at work. That is all. Later, tourist.
I know Chatty Stick is just an AI program, but a part of me is just like, you know what? I understand. Alright, let's take a look here. Oh, we do have the other missions. Alright, so this one is going to be where I make my money back, I bet. But man, I'm interested in what this one's got going on. In the meantime, I've got some cash. I haven't gone to the parts shop in a little bit. Let's see what we're sitting on. Burst assault rifle. Not a fan of the burst weapons. Don't see anything new there. Honestly, don't see a lot new, so I guess we haven't gotten anything new in a while. Alright. It says there should be, though. Oh, okay, something new down here. The flamethrower, hell yeah. I can't use it immediately, but I'm buying it. I think that's about the only thing in there worth grabbing. It says there's something else in there. Do I really care enough? Yeah, not enough. Alright, was that it? That was it. Alright. Your first playthrough? Yes, this is still my first playthrough, and unfortunately, life events forced me to be in a position to have to shake things up a little bit in the real world, so I had to step away from playing this for a little bit longer than I wanted to. So I've still got quite a bit of rust that I'm shaking off from where I left off in my last run through. And because I've been keeping myself in the dark about this game, when I came in and I was at a single mission choice with what looked like a fairly high reward, I was thinking, my god, this is going to be a boss fight. And it was, sort of, but it wasn't one of the big fuck you boss fights that I was thinking it was going to be. So they kind of really helped ease me back into the game. So I kind of feel like I'm still on shaky grounds, but I'm getting myself back. Kind of want the cash though.
Got a job for you, 621. We've received a request from the Arquebus Group.
Raven, this request comes from our subsidiary Schneider. It concerns the Bertram spaceport, which you and V4 brought under our control. We've received intel that a stranded PCA fleet is planning to retake the base. Your objective is to intercept the PCA and defend the spaceport. We've deployed an MT squad to support you. Use them as you see fit.
But without a doubt, I have absolutely been enjoying this game. This isn't my first Armored Core, not by a long shot. It is my first Armored Core that I would say is more like a little too much of the modern FromSoft formula at play for my taste overall, but it's certainly still a fantastic playthrough, and for what it is, I would probably say it's one of the best mech games ever made in its respective era. On that note, that's why I put it like up there on the list, but I'd really have to debate with myself where I'd put it exactly. Alright, let's hop in, see where this goes.
The PCA are going to be fighting to win. 621, don't forget you have MT backup.
1 second, gotta grab a drink. It's starting to feel that scratch in my throat. Chasing it down with an energy drink that tastes like battery acid, I'm sure is doing fantastic wonders for that pain in my throat.
Activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Wait, something's not right, 621.
The battle's over already.
Find out what's going on.
Interesting. Who?
Do you read me, Raven? I've identified the target. That's the mercenary who took your name.
What?
Let's see how far they can fly.
I thought you were dead!
On borrowed wings.
That's intimidating! God, that's cool.
Rented human C461. We're not here to take back the Raven name. However, we will see if you can do it justice.
Looks like we found your license's original owner. Tie up with loose ends, 621.
Oh man, there's a wall there. There's a wall there and it feels like he knew it.
AP at 50%.
It doesn't help that he likes doing a lot of the same tricks I do.
Are you a corporate pawn or a handless hound? Either way, never spread your wings. At least not yet. A raven is a symbol of resolve. The will to choose what one fights for.
Just focus on the fight, 621.
He really doesn't like me being right on top of him.
AP at 50%.
Yes, Raven, I feel it too. This mercenary has potential.
The will to choose.
Left shoulder ammunition at 50%. AP at 30%.
This is tough.
Ow, that hurt like hell.
Down a piece.
Yep. Alright, restarting that mission. Man, my problem there is at the very end I choked hard. I got him with that that burst, and then I tried to dash sideways out of it instead of closing in and
Something's not
ending
right,
it.
621.
The battle's over already.
Find out what's going on.
Let's try to not make that same mistake again. At least it's not seltzer water, or as I like to call it, TV static in a
Do you
bottle.
read me, Raven?
Flavored seltzer water can
I've
be pretty
identified the
tasty,
target. That's the
but it
mercenary who
never
took your name.
doesn't have that effect. You're absolutely right, Rigid.
Let's see how far they can fly.
Alright, let's try this again.
That AC do all this.
Augmented human C461. We're not here to take back the Raven name. However, we will see if you can do it justice.
Oh man, I fall right into that, and that is the songbird, and that thing punishes.
AP at 50%. 2 repair kits remaining.
even worse is you can see it coming a mile away, and it hurts. It hurts when you see it coming, and it hurts when it hits you.
By the way, you'll never spread your wings. At least not yet.
AP at 30%.
That pilot just wiped out a PCA squad. Stay sharp, 621.
A raven is a symbol of resolve. The will to choose what one fights for.
Just focus on the fight,
Oh,
621.
no!
Light and ammunition at 50%. AP at 50%.
One cannot fly on.
Wow! I got rocked that round.
Main system activating combat mode.
That was way worse than my first shot.
Commence mission. Wait, something's not right, 621.
The battle's over already.
Find out what's going on.
Yes, the soda addict has never had flavored seltzer water. It's an interesting thing. In my opinion, it really only functions with very harsh flavors. Otherwise, like Richard said, that TV static taste overpowers the flavor that you're getting, and
See how far they can fly.
it really doesn't measure up at that point. However, I think those lighter flavors work great in alcoholic beverages, I'll say. You're gonna have to play with them at that point to figure out where you go with it.
Did that AC do all this?
Augmented human C4
I need to do much better
We're not here to take
keeping
back
my
Raven Bay.
energy under control.
However, we will see if you can do it justice.
Looks like we found your license's original owner. Tie up the loose end, 621.
Two repair kits remaining. AP at
Oh man, it did exactly the same thing I just did. And because it did it afterwards, it got to close the distance.
one repair kit remaining.
No, I can't get in there. I've got to let my energy get back and my gun stop overheating.
Are you a corporate pawn or a hapless hound? By the way, you'll never spread your wings. At least not yet.
No repair kits remaining.
Get in there! God damn it! I was too slow!
Light and ammunition at 50%.
A raven is a symbol of resolve. The will to choose what one fights for.
Just focus on the fight, 621.
AP at 50%.
No!
Shoulder
Stuck!
ignition at 50%.
Yes, Raven, I feel it too. This mercenary has potential.
Man, I couldn't get out of that. Man, the energy balance on this fight is a pain.
Activating combat mode.
He really keeps that pressure on.
Commence mission.
Alright, leave me alone, whoever the hell just sent me a text message. Y'all can fuck off. Literally an ad. God, I hate those. The grossest thing I've ever drank was when... God, I hate the fucking new YouTube system with the hearts. It blocks off half the comment. Was when my housemate let me try a swig of Coors Light. I'm already not the biggest alcohol guy, but that shit was gross. The thing about beer, Low key used to love half Fanta, half Coke. I've never tried that. That's an interesting one. I know I've done Fanta and cream soda, and that's really good. I've never done a Fanta Coke. That's something I'm going to have to try.
Wait, something's not right, 621.
Also, Fanta, absolutely delicious.
Find out what's going on.
This is kind of the boss fight I thought I was getting into before.
Augmented human C461. We're not here to take back the Raven name. However, we'll see if you can do it justice.
Looks like we found your license's original owner. Tie up the loose end, 621.
Are you a corporate pawn or a hapless cow?
Oh man, that hurt.
Let us spread your wings.
It's using those kicks that I actually did go and buy. I just have not practiced with them enough to rely on them for anything. Doing a lot better this time though.
Just focus on the fight, 621.
Yes, Raven, I feel it too. This mercenary has potential.
The will to choose.
One repair kit remaining.
Ah, that one hurt.
Right-hand ammunition at 50%. Right shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Whew, that was rough.
At 30%.
Oh, okay, but I still had my heal.
That pilot just wiped out
One
an
direct shot
station.
from those songbirds, though, would be devastating.
Left shoulder ammunition at 30%.
Yeah, I know, but I could really use my machine gun back, please. Nope, keep it at a distance. I don't trust closing in.
Still,
Oh, boy!
all right. We'll watch this one. See where they go on a Raven's wings.
That was wild. Gotta get that silhouette ending. That, oh, man, I can't even speak right. That silhouette ending silhouette. Getting electronic terms up in here. Whew! That is a crazy fight. Half the time I was told to... Oh, hold on. Let me just... There we go. Half the time I was told to wait whilst they refilled the machines as they thought... As they thought it had gone off? What had gone off? The soda machines? Hold on, I've got to catch this on the story.
The Raven, the independent mercenary who attacked you. It turns out that Raven isn't an individual call sign. It's a title, passed down generations of mercenaries who champion the free will Raven stands for.
Oh, that is a beautiful lore tie-in.
And take to the skies in flight. If that's what being a Raven means, then that's the name I want to keep calling you. Raven.
That is a beautiful lore tie-in to kind of put into play a lot of... Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. A lot of the past entries. Anyways. You were gonna say something about beer and then got stopped by Fanta. Can't say I blame you. Fanta's pretty good stuff. Absolutely, and that's the justification I'm gonna go off of. What I was gonna say about beer, though, is beer is one of those things where my opinion, my experience, for me drinking and for the people that I'm with, there are people that will just be like, yo, beer is beer and I don't care. If you're not one of those people, beer is not beer, and you will have to, if you have any interest in finding a beer you like, and most of the time you won't, because at that point it's not worth the legwork, but if you put in the legwork and figure out, you know, what are the defining factors of the flavors of beer, you can kind of hone yourself to finding a beer that you like. There is a beer out there for everyone, but not a hard fact. There will be many exceptions, but if you are of a mind that you want to do the hunt to find the beer, odds are you will find one that you will at least tolerate or even like. But man, that's a hard thing to even bother justifying. If you don't like beer in general, that's one of those things, man. My friend brought recently, it was a summer something, and it was a Sam Adams beer. But it's something that he had mentioned is seasonal. And it goes bad fairly quick, so it's something that is seasonal. You buy it, you drink it, you accept that it's seasonal. It was fantastic, and I would have to get with him to figure out what it was called again. Now, off of that, I do know myself I like a Sam Adams beer as well. But, again, not all beer is equal, and not all beer drinkers, not all beer drinkers share the flavor profile and opinion. For example, I have never found an IPA I even find remotely in the realm of passable. IPAs for me are like a sin against beverages outright. Meanwhile, so many people think IPAs are such the hot shit that they're where everybody seems to go. So, it is what it is. And I try IPAs, don't get me wrong. I will try an IPA. I will even retry IPAs if someone tells me, oh, well, you had it cold, it needs to be tried warm, yada, yada, yada. Whatever they go off, I will try because I'm willing to put in the effort to find one that I like. But half of the times I feel like I'm an insane madman because IPAs are a sin against beverages outright, like I said. Rigid, sorry I distracted him. No need to apologize. Well, I mean, you can apologize to Rigid. Don't apologize to me for distracting me, though. Because you distracted me on Fanta, and I'm okay with that. Hey, Kel. Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. Is it true? Yeah, that was an old one. Was it Kel or Keenan that said that? God, it has been way too long since I've watched that show. Was that Keenan that said that? I think you're right. God, my brain melting out of my ears. Knowing things some people have done when they get drunk, I'm glad I personally don't like beer. You know, like I said, that's fair enough. There's nothing... I don't want to be that guy that peer pressures anybody into drinking. I have a friend who is like a hardcore straight and narrow, and I know that at the table a lot of people give him shit from time to time, and I try not to partake in that at all because peer pressure is a dumbass thing. Anyways, I think that says the statement well enough. It was Kel that always said that. Okay, I'm glad that my brain wasn't horribly wrong, but man, was I questioning my sense of reality there. Me drinkles, so I tingles. God damn it. No, but that's, yeah. I don't know where my brain was. Although there are a couple of alcoholic things I've had that I like. Never gotten drunk on it, thankfully, though. That's the thing that a lot of people, I think, personal choice. When you get drunk, that is the sign that you have taken your experience a little too far. Or, unless that is the goal. If you are with a group, you're out partying, and that is kind of your intended path and goal, obviously that means goal achieved. But, if I'm sitting down at the end of the day and I'm sitting there having a drink, it is not with the intention to get drunk. It is because I'm drinking something that I enjoy, and I am just letting it run through the system, give me that little bit of warm body fuzzy feeling, and I'm going to ride out the evening, go to bed. With that said, the thing that I have grown to enjoy is, it's an Italian liqueur. I think it's, Amaretto? The brand I buy is Disaronno, and on its own, over ice, I can drink it that way. Alternatively, with a classic soda soft drink, I have found that a vanilla, whatever it is, vanilla Coke, vanilla Pepsi, a vanilla cola, soda, pop, whatever, cream soda and root beer, all of those flavors dance really well with it. So I might put a little bit of that in with it, and again, I have one and I ride out the night. I'm not sitting there drinking shot after shot after shot. I pour my glass, I put my ice in it, or if I don't want it watered down over time, I do have some whiskey stones, and I ride the night on one beverage, and that gets me through. You want to hear a sin against beverages? My brother recently mixed cherry Pepsi with Sprite. So the sin against beverages here is the mixing of Pepsi product and Coke products. If anything, Richard, I would be more in the line of your brother is attempting to generate a concoction of world peace. I don't think it's going to work, but I respect the effort. But yeah, we actually have Coca-Cola glasses, the old school all glass ones. And, you know, I can't not crack the joke when I pour a Pepsi product into it. I am the guy doing silly drunk things. And there is nothing wrong with that, Dem. I will say, if you're gonna be that guy, it really helps to have another guy in your corner who's not gonna take it that far. That's usually the way that you don't end up in car accidents. Otherwise, man, go out, live your life, and have fun. Cheers to that. Rigid, I prefer to get lightly buzzed without getting fully drunk. Again, that is, for me, Rigid, that line that when you find it, you dance it, you stay within that field. That is where, for me, the best experiences of that avenue when traveling down it have landed me. However, I have resulted in a lot of fun stories from seeking the other path. Vanilla soda, the king of all soda flavors. It's certainly up there, and it is certainly a safe one to make such a claim with. Let's see what else I have here. Yeah, I really like my assault armor. Damage mitigation, is that going to be reducing incoming damage? Because if so, that's really good. But also increasing the effectiveness of my repair kit it's a safe bet. So I'm going to take that and that. That puts me at 9, and 8 points is kind of heavy. Especially when I could up my damage a little bit more on things I know I use. I don't do a whole lot with energy, but I'm going to pick that up, and I'm going to get kinetic because I do a lot with that, and explosive because I do a lot with that. Alright, those sound at least like decisions I won't come to regret. Alright, we have nothing new there, nothing new in the parts shop. Let's take a look. You tell me there's a mission with no reward, and I know there's going to be costs to running the mission. I'm worried about this. No base pay, compensation derived from sellable data recovered from the PCA Rex. Fair enough, but before I tackle this mission, I will be right back. I need to run off to the other room for a second. Please bear with me. Guys, I hope you can hear me. I will be just a second longer than originally anticipated. Details when I get back. The cat has earned serious treatage, and I must abide. Good boy. Alright, I am back. I hope you guys heard me screaming about the good deeds of my cat. So, I stepped away, went into the other room. Remember the statement I had earlier about the noise behind me and how I thought it was my monitor? Well, some of it definitely was the monitor. But it seems that not all of what I was hearing was... Hold on, let me move the mic stand a little bit. There we go. Not all of it was necessarily the monitor. I just went back into the other room, and my cat had caught and killed and left in a reasonable and easy to see location a mouse that either got in the house or he brought in from outside. Either way, the boy went out, he did his job, and I, as a good pet owner and someone who wants to see more of that from my animals, had to pay recompense immediately. Otherwise, I would incur the wrath of a very effective hunter.
Raven, I have a personal request to ask you. It's about the Engelbert Tunnel, which is to be shut down after it was hit by a coral surge. I want to go there and survey the area. Even before the coral surge, that place had been all but abandoned. It's an old structure, dating far back into the colonization of Rubicon. There must be items of interest from throughout the planet's history there. As I'm sure you're aware, I have no resources with which to pay you. But I can propose an alternative. If you find any wrecks left by the PCA, you should try accessing them. Both the corporations and the Rubiconians are gathering data on PCA technology. Whatever you collect, I can exchange for credits and transfer the funds to you.
Alright, fair enough, and I am very much interested in the history of the world here, so that sounds like a win-win.
I've taken a few liberties. Walter thinks you've gone on a geological survey. Thank you for doing this for me, Raven.
Alright, anyways, Rigid had a comment here that I overlooked when I got back, because I was distracted by the good boy Kitty Cat. Cherry must be the queen of sodas, and Orange must be the crazy drunk uncle who is trying to pay off his charge for DUI.
Main system.
For a DUI by... Calm down. Pay off his charge for a DUI by picking change up off the gas station room floor. Restroom floor. Otherwise known as the court jester. But yes, absolutely. I would say that, my opinion, Cherry isn't really in the cola avenue of that flavor dance. I mean, Orange isn't in that avenue. Orange is its own thing. It knows its identity. It knows what it's about. If anything, Cherry is like, it's still noble, but it's more like a duke. I think what you described there is a perfect description of anything that is cola lime. Because it can get the job done. It's not exactly not tasty, but man, is it a curveball in the lineup.
I've already located several wrecks.
But otherwise, I think your descriptor is perfect for it.
I'll send the marker.
Alright, so this is, I think, where we blew this place up. So it's interesting to have a return to this. And I want to take this slow again, because I need to find things in this area. Cola lime, I forgot that was a thing. Further having me back up my stance. There was something here. Okay, so Armored Core historically has hid things way out of the way. And this seems like the kind of spot that would have that. Wait, did I go the intended way or the side way? Oh, whatever I found something. Something that doesn't want me here, I'm sure. But you don't know I'm here. Shut up, you don't know I'm here. That's right, you don't know I'm here. Alright, that's wreckage. Oh, where'd he go? He's down there. I know you didn't walk away. More wreckage over there. I don't like stealth, but apparently I'm doing the stealth thing. Oh, you're not wreckage. Alright, point is you're gone. Oh, there's something over there, but it's on the other side of that wall, so I don't think I have to worry about it. Gonna keep my eye on it, though.
PCA craft data. I'll exchange it for credits and send them to you later.
Is there another one in here? No, there wasn't. What is up over this way? Nothing. Alright, that's all torn down. I realize I could be doing this much faster and make it a lot cooler, but I feel like this level is creepy and eerie enough that it kind of feels like experiencing it this way. I'm digging. It's kind of breaking me out of the rule of cool high action, but it's also not demanded stealth, and therefore is kind of just feels a little bit more like I'm doing a
Coral is
thing.
able to conduct data and can influence digital equipment. The effects of the coral surge must have brought some of the wrecks back online.
It didn't die.
Let's see what we can find.
Is it alive down there? Ain't no way. Maybe you didn't go the intended way or the side way. Maybe you went the broad way. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. That's the best you're getting out of me. I don't do a lot of singing. Alright. Man. Something about this, man. It ticks so many creep factors and I love it. Like, it was cautious before. But this is definitely a whole different avenue. Hello. I heard a ping. There's a ping. Alright. Got some enemies somewhere. They picked up somewhere. Must have been lower then. Let me keep my bunny hops going. Alright, we're going to get in on this one. Alright, there we go. Man, this level layout is just cool. Like, just generally cool.
This data seems valuable too. I'm so glad this is turning into a profitable mission. Let's keep looking, Raven.
Oh, there's something over there. What are you about?
An older generation of AC.
Ooh, alright. The lost auto transcription of a voice log recording, Professor Nagai, the Rubicon Research Institute director. No, the coral tide is rising at an abnormal rate. This resonance, it suggests some kind of mutation. Run the calculations. How much time do we have? 47 hours, 2 minutes, and 16 seconds. We still have time. Deploy Ibis. Feels like an episode of Martin Mystery without Martin being there nerding out over cheesy horror flicks. God, Martin Mystery. I saw something about that getting a remake, and I saw an image that didn't fill me with strong confidence. But also, what I remember of Martin Mystery was kind of oddly, the main character I don't think was supposed to be designed to look as cool as he kind of felt he was sometimes. I can't remember much about the show. But then there was that, again, I would describe him looking like caveman-like. Am I thinking of the same show here? Hold on. Now I've got to look this up. Let me just step aside and Yes, I am! The guy with the flame jacket and the spiky hair. And yeah, the other guy definitely gave caveman vibes. But man, I haven't thought about that show in forever. He was a caveman! Java the Caveman was one of the characters. Alright. Again, I feel like I was thinking off of, like, way in left field.
This seems to be about the warning signs of the calamity, right before it struck.
Alright, was that what you wanted me to find here? I assume so. But looking at all of this wreckage post that cataclysmic event is absolutely cool. Uh-oh. A lot more of them than I thought. Oh, something's throwing me off. Ooh, boy. That was wild. It didn't do a lot of damage, but man, that was... It took me by surprise and threw me off.
That's an old bus, I see. The Rubiconians used to pilot these.
How long has it been since I first saw her voice? Saw? Fear not, she said. There will always be plenty. She told me this as I was imbibing. Imbibing? That's a word I don't recognize. As I was imbibing Rubicon's blessings one fateful day. If I were you, I'd never allow this, I replied, and I was forever ashamed by my deceit. Coming from Thumb Dolmayan. Again, that's someone we've heard of before. Is this man talking to like a voice while he was high on the what do they call the energy in this in the unobtainium? In the red ether that blew this place apart? Come to think of it, I think I know why I recognized Ieyasu's voice in Disgaea 7. It might be the same guy who voiced Martin Mystery. That is some cartoon deep lore that you're digging into. And it very well might be, but man, I don't remember it. I think Ieyasu, he was the perverse God, I can't remember. He was a governing body individual of some variety, one of the first big boss guys. The spellcaster one. Anyways, his voice actor, I think, is fairly prominent.
Front's ideological leader.
So I wouldn't be surprised, but man, that's, like I said, digging into some... Hello. Digging into some history there. That was interestingly hidden.
Schematic. This could disrupt the balance of power. We should probably keep it from the corporations. Still, it's a highly valuable find.
Well, I know a particular gearhead that I would prefer to enrich militarily. At least leave our options open. What do you say? Again, I shall not deny my symptitude of Cinder. I heard a ping, and I don't see what pinged. Oh, got it. Oh, that was terribly done. Alright, that was super botched. Alright, cleaned it up a little bit there, though. No. Can I? No? So then, where? Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
This data sheds some light on the composition of the enforcement squads.
Considering this mission started with no promise of monetary gain, I'm making some pretty good bank. But it is definitely the way I'm taking it with my interest in wanting to look at everything. Definitely a slower mission.
Research Institute, I see.
And again, I feel like it's gonna flip on its head really fast. By the way, I've gotten pretty far in Disgaea 7. Ieyasu has surprisingly grown on me, and that's all I'll say. I kind of really hope we get some fun character development. I have been informed that around Chapter 12, there is a surprising spike in what the game demands out of you. I don't know to what degree or if it is an unusual spike. All I know is that it technically exists. And I don't know if you're far enough for that. Disgaea games actually do oftentimes in their story have spike difficulty moments. Usually that is offset by the fact that the game by that point is expecting you to have put some time into the item world and so on. Reincarnating your characters and all that stuff. By the way, I will be playing more Disgaea soon. I just really, really had a want to get back into Armored Core. And so, like I said, I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between the two as a streaming game. But, you know, I had that itch that I had to satiate. Alright, this is Professor Nagai again. Assistant number 1 has lost his mind. His research has utterly consumed him. Granted, there may be some logic to C-pulse energy augmentation of human subjects, but no ethical scholar would ever dare cross the point of no return. Mankind is driven mad by possibilities. Coral was the unobtainium I was trying to think of. What does coral represent, if not sheer potential?
This is about the first augmented humans. The same coral technology that created you.
Right, but I wasn't a Generation 1. I'm a Generation 4, right?
I'm not picking up any more data stores. If this outing has made you think about Rubicon's past and the nature of Coral, then it was all worth it.
It has, but I'm not sure if I would say in any adverse way. I'd hate to say it, I'm probably more in line with that doctor. The idea that it's the potential of what it is and the mystery it presents is still just... That's what I'm focusing on right now. I want to know more. Give me more. Give me more story. Okay, hold up. Where are we going?
Deal, Handler Walter. Michigan. So, Arquebus met us halfway?
I gave them the heavy warship fleet. In exchange, Balam's in charge of putting down the beast. They also offered some top Vespers. Guess they don't trust us.
Better than nothing. I'll provide what support I can, too.
Yeah, your mad scientists, RAD or whatever, and that hound of yours.
Look, leave RAD out of this, okay? They are my boys right now.
That hound
my crew.
Delivers.
You would do well to pay proper respect.
One new message.
What kept you, 621?
I was
You're
out
a
having a
famous
little bit of a
mercenary
walk.
now. Time to act like one. This next mission's all or nothing. Make sure you attend the briefing.
Alright, my dog just showed up again. I think she's, at this point, kind of wanting... Ooh. That's pretty. Anyways, I think my dog's kind of wanting a little bit more than just the occasional head pats now, so I am going to be closing up here for a second. It's not a second. I don't know where I was going with that. Alright, anyways, I got distracted there. I'm going to wrap up stream here. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping in, and I saw a couple of messages come in before I close up here. I'm either on chapter 8 or 9, I forgot which. I have gone nowhere in the actual story myself because I am, at this point, kind of dedicated to at least covering the story elements on stream. Even if it does mean off-stream I'm playing and over-leveling, I'm okay with that. I want to react to the story elements and some of anything that the game might throw at me as far as curveballs. Anyways, thank you so much everybody for stopping in. Dem, have a good one. Hopefully you get someplace to call your own here fairly shortly. And hopefully your brother has learned a lesson, because my God, was that a wild story. Richard, you as well. Hopefully you have a good one. And Richard, see you all next time. Have a blessed one. Gotta close out here.